ease.
The basic framework for starting a growth team is this. You start by trying a wide variety of experiments to try to identify the parts that make up the ecosystem that you're trying to build. Then eventually, through a lot of small wins, you identify patterns and expand on what's working based on the data that you're getting. In this module, you're going to learn how to start your growth operation. The first step is to set up your data tracking systems. Install website or app analytics packages and other ways to track what you're working on. Each business is different, but tools like a CRM system, even if it's just a spreadsheet, a social management package, and email marketing software should probably be in place for almost every business. Then you find out what your product or service's magic moments are. When users get to experience those moments that they love. You might need to interview some users or talk to people on your team who talk to customers regularly to find out what these magic moments are. Then you use what you know to estimate your fundamental growth equation. What would that look like? Usually, a fundamental growth equation is made up of at least three things. A way to bring in new people, this is called top of the funnel marketing, how to get those people to those magic moments, and then how to get them to keep experiencing value from your product or service. You can find out more about this in the course study guide. Now, you start to run experiments that you think will drive growth. And as soon as you can drive growth, you try to find one thing that seems to correlate most closely with growing whatever it is you're trying to grow. You want to call this one thing that most closely contributes to growth your North Star metric. From here on out, it's all about improving and scaling that fundamental growth equation. More users coming in the top of the funnel, finding the magic moments, and experiencing value continuously over time. Finally, here's a simple recipe for running your first growth meeting. In the first 15 minutes, review the metrics that you have and update what you're focusing on growing. Then in the next 10 minutes, review last week's tests or why they weren't launched. Then in the next 15 minutes, let the person who's been analyzing the data share their insights with the team, or if that's you, then you should reflect on those insights. And then think about what other types of insights would be valuable, whether you receive those requests from other people on your team or they come from your own brain. Then in the following 15 minutes, select the next experiments to run, and then assign the roles of the people who are going to run them or put them into your own to-do list so that you run them. Now in the final 5 minutes, check the idea pipeline and recognize people who've submitted good ideas or times when it might be good for you to add more ideas to that pipeline. Now we've laid all this out for you in a special guide that you can access at bit.ly/easelstart. Get the guide and download it or make a copy of it.